People, welcome back to another OTA Balance Up, bro. This this patch this patch is crazy, man. I'm so excited to go over all of these cards. Y'all, if y'all don't know what we do, man, we read all the changes. I give my own input. We talk about them. Y'all leave comments, man. Let's have a discussion. But nah, this patch, bro, we have a lot. We got a lot to talk about. I might go over the new season cards as well. I might do that. I probably should. But yeah, man, y'all strap in. This should be quite a long video. This should be quite a long video, man. So leave me on in the background before we even get into it. Like, comment, and or just like, comment when as we go through. But yeah, man, let's get straight into it. So let's read. So they done resurrected my man Mobius. Gave his ability back, but they just added one extra cost to him. That's interesting, right? That's interesting. Okay, so let's see what we got next. Doctor Strange. They done took up one cost off of him. Shang-Chi. Why they kill him, bro? Like, why are they killing? Why? I mean, I kind of see why they would, because they buff Warpath and Jessica. But like, man, bro, they just killed Shang-Chi. 9 and 10, that's such a huge difference. And when we get to Shang-Chi, we're gonna talk about why that's absolutely horrible for him. Even with these 3 changes right here, right? She-Hulk, they done brought her back to 6'10. Wasn't she 6'11 at some point? I'm not sure. That might have been like months ago, but I know she was 6'10 at some point, so they done gave her power back. I like that. They finally did something to Warpath, right? So now he's essentially 4'10, right? If you got an open space. Jessica Jones, they boosted her, so she's 4'9, right? Or 4'5 without her abilities, but that +4, we know basic math, right? Strong Guy. Can we like just clap it up? Like, Strong Guy has been trash. The game has been out for almost a year at this point. This card has been trash for you. I'm glad they did something. Will he be great? We're gonna talk about it a little bit later though. And then finally they gave the monster 6'10 as well. I guess that's just to match Shang-Chi. I don't really think this change matters as much. But we gonna talk about all of these things, man. We're gonna talk about all of these. So let's just go ahead and scroll down. See what the first card. We not really gonna we might have to come back to read this. Dang, they done wrote a whole paper about bro, they done wrote a whole double MLA format. Damn. Are we gonna read all of this? Let's read the developer. Let's read this note right here first, and then see if we actually have to go back up. Cause this is a lot. All right, so Mobius, yep, they returned his ability, and they made him a 3/3 ongoing card, right? So let's go ahead and read this right here. First off, yes, this is new functionality for the OTA. We recently developed the ability to change card text, and this will be our first live test with it. Hopefully you're reading this and it worked perfectly. This does potentially change the kind of OTAs we can make in the future, but we'll move slowly on that count. Expect OTAs to continue as usual for now. As for Mobius himself, because we believe an OTA might have been a right call, we're doing just that. This change returns Mobius to his previous functionality, right, at a higher cost. Because the card I can't read right now. Because the card we want Mobius to emulate is basically Cosmo. Okay, I see. Cosmo isn't a staple, but Cosmo is playable enough to serve as a release valve for strong unrevealed cards. Mobius is better against cost reduction than Cosmo is against unrevealed because his location placement doesn't matter. So we went with 3/3 rather than 3/4. Plus, he's a Cerebro 3 kind of card. We'll continue to keep an eye on Mobius and spend playtest cycles looking at the other versions of how his effect nah, they got typos, bro. I thought I couldn't read. It's like mistakes in here. That hue closer to the oh no, that makes sense. My bad. That hue closer to the original than the unrevealed did. Just in case it turns out we do need one in the spirit of additional transparency, that effort is starting with 2-3. On turn 6, your card cost can't be increased and your opponent's cost can be reduced. But again, we hope to not need it. Let's dive into the remaining changes. Man, so they first they wrote this whole essay about Mobius. We didn't even read that. We might have. I don't think we got to, y'all. Y'all need to be here all day. But they're like so focused in on this card. They're like worried about the language they're using for patches versus OTA. They already got another change lined up. And here's the thing, man. I like him as a 3-cost card. How about this? Since he is slightly stronger than Cosmo for the fact that you could put him in any spot, how about like make him like 3-2 or 3-1 if y'all were to change him again? That's just my opinion. What do y'all think of that? Because like they said, he kind of counters a certain set of cards. Like Cosmo, it counters all unrevealed cards. Mobius counters everything that has to do with lowering your costs, right? And in my opinion, having lower costs is probably, I don't know if I want to call it better. It's because this game is just so like nuanced in so many variables. But I would say if they were to change him again, just take a little bit of power from him then, rather than like this 2-3 on turn 6, because we don't need. I mean it just makes him kind of like a leech kind of card, and leech sucks, right? But yeah, man, I like this card. I'm glad he's back in the game. I don't really like Mobius, but one of y'all left a good comment on the other video talking about how he's kind of a necessary evil for the game, and I do agree with that, right? I do agree with that. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about the Mobius changes, though. Let's get straight into this next change. So Doctor Strange, dang, they only gave him look, man, they gave Mobius a whole article. They gave Doctor Strange like 2 sentences. So they just took away one of his costs, and they say, many of us fondly remember our first move decks, with Doctor Strange calling over a vulture and a multiple man. As collections matured, this enjoyable card and popular character often fell to the wayside. In an effort to augment his long-term potential while keeping him a fun early stage card, we're trying this simple change on for size. I like it. I felt like even 3-3, I mean, you would still mostly see him on move occasionally, right? It depends on the type of move deck you're running, though. Like you wouldn't see him on, I feel like you wouldn't see him on something with like Angela, Spider-Man, Silk, that type of move deck, but you would definitely always see him with Kraven. But I like this 2-3, right? It just makes move decks a little bit more viable, because I still feel like they're the worst. I still feel like that's the worst archetype in the game, so that's cool. Shout out to Doctor Strange, man, one of the coolest Marvel characters ever. Y'all let me know what y'all think of his changes. And we gonna talk about big Shang-Chi. They done killed Shang-Chi, man. His old ability, destroy all cards that have 9 or more power. They changed it to 10 or more power. So let's read, and then let's talk about what we think about it. We've been waiting for the right time to deploy this change. In fact, since we began considering and vetting it, the conversation around Shang-Chi and his ubiquity in decks have both changed dramatically. We first began considering this adjustment simply because he was so popular, a play rate that would have merited a nerf on most cards, even though his other performance metrics were average. However, 2 other good reasons emerged as we thought it over. First, 10 is just a better number than 9 in game design speak, okay? It's easier to remember, an intuitive benchmark for big power, and has special significance to Shang-Chi thanks to the 10 rings. Okay, I see it. We'll be using this threshold for more cards in the future too. Second, this change adds space for us to design with a larger mix of powers and abilities, especially among 5 and 6 cost cards, without letting Shang-Chi catch them all. Oh, okay, I see that. We're also making related changes to other cards so that Shang-Chi still destroys some existing cards that could also use a buff, while others he wasn't destroying have more room to gain power now. Notably, cards we aren't changing that Shang-Chi will no longer destroy include Black Cat, Rescue, Abomination, Living Tribunal, and the occasional Ronin or Devil Dinosaurs. We'll monitor all of these cards closely to make sure their performance remains appropriate looking at you, Living Tribunal, but we're optimistic. Dang, so they said the first reason they gave is kind of funny because it's like it's like they're kind of trying to appeal to all the people who like can't do math. They're like 10 is a better number than 9. Like what? But I get it. I mean it's like lore accurate and all that stuff. But I do like that, man. You could use Black. Wait, I thought they changed Black Cat to. Oh no, she is 4/9 right now. So yeah, man, you can use Big Obama now. You can use Rescue now. Right? Who else can you use that? Oh, this is why I thought this was huge. This what's her name? America Chavez is already a card that you see so often. Even though most of the time you aren't playing her, you're kind of throwing her in your deck to enable whatever other strategy you're trying to pull off. But this just makes her so much better for the simple fact that Shang-Chi can't kill her anymore, right? So it's I feel like they didn't even mention her, and that's the biggest thing I was concerned with, right? Was America Chavez just gonna be thrown on every team now, right? But yeah, it's interesting, man. They want to give more room for these other cards. We got to make a rescue video now, so y'all stick around for that. We definitely gonna make a rescue video. It's so much. It's cool, man. So it seems like they're gonna be adding more powerful cards. I kind of like that. And then so Shang-Chi, he'll be fine. But I just wanted to talk about that America Chavez real quick because I thought that was pretty huge. Y'all let me know what y'all think of Shang-Chi though, man, in the comments. We gonna get to this next card. Oh, it's just Monster. Yeah, let's just talk about this briefly. Nothing much to see here, just keeping the generic token from Monsters Island and Shang-Chi range. Got it. We can skip past that. Alright, She-Hulk. Damn, they only gave her like 3 sentences. Okay, let's read about her. She-Hulk's a fun card that merited a nerf early in the year off her 610 stat line. As decks have evolved, we think She-Hulk deserves to return to form. However, given that one of the most popular things to do with She-Hulk is make copies of her, it's also important she stay in Shang-Chi's range so that he functions as a counter to that strategy. Plus, something about a Hulk sitting at less than 10 power just doesn't sit right, you know? I agree. But here's the thing. I was using like a Devil Dinosaur Infinite Hybrid deck before. I guess I can use that again now with She-Hulk. But here's the thing. I feel like She-Hulk is best with the Hulk on a high evolutionary deck, and I felt like she was just fine at 6'9". But yeah, it's cool. Y'all let me know what you think of her. Since they brought Mobius back, I feel like she won't get out of control, right? So yeah, man, I think I like this change. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Up next, we got Morbius Warpath. Okay, let's read up. And we're gonna talk about another card that I like with Warpath when we discuss about this, man. But let's read. Warpath is a pretty efficient powerhouse in early metagames, and that makes him the kind of card we like Shang-Chi being able to handle. However, given he's not as popular in competitive play, he's also a fine candidate for a buff. Warpath offers a few cool moments of discovery to new players, with one of our favorites being dodging Shang-Chi by moving cards into or out of your third location, a dynamic we're happy to preserve. I'm glad they did something to Warpath. I felt like he was a little bit lackluster. And I also want to talk about, this card isn't even related to him, but I like to call him his brother, and that's Omega Red. So let me add let me ask let me I know somebody was mad that I was saying ask. Let me ask you guys a question, right? Why would you what reason is there to run Omega Red anymore? They're making all the 4 cost cards better. On top of that, they added Miss Marvel into the game, which is just Omega Red on crack. Straight up. So why they leaving my man out? Why they leaving my man out, man? It's kind of sad. I like what they're doing to Warpath. Y'all do the same thing to Omega Red next. What would I do to him? I would probably give him like 4-7, right? Just to put him on even playing field with Miss Marvel, because their abilities are essentially the same, right? They're essentially the same, but Miss Marvel's is just she's just cheaper, right? She's more unfair, right? She's just a better version of Omega Red. So they gotta do something about him. I like what they do to Warpath though. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Warpath. Also give me a comment about Omega Red as well, man. But yeah, that's all we got to say about this dude. Up next we got Jessica Jones. This is one of my favorites. I used to throw her on every team, like pre-season or pre-series, like 3. I had her on every team. Let's see. Jessica Jones is the kind of oh wow. Jessica Jones is kind of just the converse of Warpath as an early 4-cost card, offering bonus power for a fairly small drawback, but while avoiding Shang-Chi's effect. That will remain true, and maybe this buff will also help her find the occasional home in a larger metagame. I like the 4-5. She needed something. She was lackluster. And yeah, man. Hopefully we see her some more. I like Jessica Jones. She's never gonna be out of control, I feel like. She's kind of like Rescue in the sense, but a little bit better. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think. Not really too much to say about her. And then last but not least, we got Big Strong Guy. It's about time. This card has been trashed since the game was created, and it makes no sense. How you gonna have a card named Strong Guy? He one of the worst cards in the game. Man, look like he could bench 2,000 pounds. He looked like he could bench 2,000 and squat 150. But let's read why they changed him though. Let's read what they have to say about him. This is a double adjustment as we're moving Strong Guy out of Shang-Chi range and buffing him to better complement his supporting cast. Given how many strong 4-cost cards discard decks have available, now you can play him the turn before Hellcow and threaten a lot of power very quickly. Strong Guy is also unique as a discard reward that doesn't want you to play Apocalypse, which means we can push a little extra strength here and see if an extra discard deck might emerge. Right, so yeah, that's the thing, right? And that's why I feel like ultimately Strong Guy won't ever be that great, because Apocalypse is probably the card you want on every discard deck. Apocalypse, you want Apocalypse on every discard deck, you want Dracula on every discard deck. With Strong Guy, you're not able to play Apocalypse, or you're not able to benefit from Apocalypse, or you're not able to benefit with Strong Guy because of the fact that Dracula keeps Apocalypse in your hand. So I like the change. I do like that they're trying to make another version of discard viable. When I think of this, what they're doing right here, I kind of think of like Destroy decks, for example. So you got your basic Destroy deck with all the smaller cards, and then your last 2 cards are Noah and Death, right? And then you also got your version of Destroy, with your Nimrod plus Destroyer. You can also use Arnim Zola on both of those type of decks, right? So there's a lot of forms of Destroy decks that you can use. And I like the fact that they're trying to make Strong Guy, the others set of discard that you can make, because you got your generic one, you got your MODOK one, and now they're trying to make a discard, a strong guy one. The only problem I have though is I feel like this will work good with a card like Dakin. Well, the problem is Dakin is Series 5, so don't nobody have him. You feel me? So like it's interesting, man. I do like that they finally did something to him, because he needed something. At the end of the day, he needed something. Y'all let me know what y'all think of it though. And yeah, that looks like it's gonna be it. That looks like it's gonna be it. Once again, here are all the changes. Here are the cards right here, man. Y'all let me know which changes you're the most happy about, what y'all don't like. Come on, man, let's have a discussion in the comments. Once again, I appreciate everybody for watching. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, and I'll see y'all next time.